A note on poker, a play by Adrian Lustig, which was on National Theatre for Television. Sounds like on oxymoron, but there it is. Teatru Național pentru Televiziune in our language. An interesting parody, comedy, satire about corruption, infighting, politics, business, the medical system, if you will, the way it works, or maybe better said, it doesn't work here. Even if I was thinking as a conclusion, it is getting better thanks to the DNA, not the genetic material, but the Direcția Națională de Anticorupție, the local institution fighting corruption at the high levels, and the pressure of the elites, the masses, not the masses. The masses voted with a red plague. The many people, more than 500,000 at one point, gathered in the streets, in the Victory Square, to protest and put pressure on the corrupt leaders. So, still, nevertheless, having said that, there is some progress. There is still a lot to do, and the characters of this play make it evident, even if some of the roles, some of the personages are evidently exaggerations. There's hyperbole there. Some cynics would say, or perhaps realists would say, are just small-time crooks comparing with what there is out there. So we have Titel, Marcel, Claudiu, and Horia. Claudiu is the corrupt senator. Titel is a businessman. They used to be friends, but they come to blows. I'll get to that pretty soon. Horia is the doctor, the surgeon, who is also cynical, without a heart, ruthless, careless. At one point he talks about the silicone for breast implants and the fact that the customs, they were asking about it, and he had to give, that was the habit, to give customs officers and anybody involved with stamps, approvals, and that sort of thing, to give something, and he gave them silicones, and he was laughing cynically. I guess the children of that guy are still playing with those things at the Christmas tree or something, without thinking that this may involve them getting sick, maybe chewing on them or something. I think he maybe even mentioned that. So Claudio is the one who had some laws passed and pushed all the buttons to have this guy, Titel, who seems to be modeled on the infamous character, well, plenty, but the infamous character who is involved with the football team and so much more, and he's all the time with a foul mouth and loud and stupid on TV and saying things about everything and anybody, and after having been in jail for too short a time, it's clear now. So this Titel didn't pay taxes, but at one point he, in a shouting match with this partner in crime, with this Claudio the senator, look, I didn't pay, but it ended up costing me more to have you work on this. Oh, you lousy businessman, you thought, you're so arrogant, you thought you would do everything, and you did nothing, you failed in so much, and it's not my fault that you thought you were the best. And I was thinking, look, there's a small Donald, this small-time local equivalent of the Donald, another guy who thinks he's the best there in the White House, alas. And they reach a climax in this fight. It's a shock for Claudio to find out that his first place on the list in this electoral college somewhere is gone. He's second place now. And who got the first spot and a place which will get elected? It's Tito. So he bribed individuals in the party for accusations. You talk, you've been in all the parties 3 times. You move from one to another. Look, I will destroy you. I have tape. I have a tape with you. So what? I have a tape with you. You took bribes, he tells us, in the Danube Delta. So there you have it. Yeah, but I have immunity, you don't. And it's on and on like that. And indeed, the only hope is that this directorate for the fight against corruption will hit them hard. And it's impossible to eliminate corruption, and it's not happening anywhere. We should look at France, a beacon, a light for democracy. I'm talking with the French lycée, by the way. Le lycée français, waiting for my kid. But they have Fillon, the guy who paid about €1 million to his wife and 2 children, and it appears he's mise en examen. He's under investigation because it looks like it was for no work. So much money for no work, and that's a misuse of public money. Interesting play, though.